unfortunately. This is not one of those situations where we have the cold front come through and then we're done for the night. Unfortunately, new cells are going to keep forming behind this, and that's what's happening right now. You got a new cell forming to your west, and we got to keep an eye on it. We got to keep a very close eye on it because more tornadoes are going to be possible. All right, let's go down here to Kopik storm. Again, tornado imminent on this. I'm surprised it hasn't come out yet. The tornado's shy right now. It's not wanting to come out, but it's in there, and it's about to. The rotation is in Blackland right now, very close to Harsonia. That's where Kopik is currently. You're looking at a live view of the rotating part of the storm, trying to produce a tornado at this very moment. Also, I'm getting word that the Dow is on that Oklahoma storm. So the Doppler on wheels is out here on this storm. They've chosen this one to potentially get some good data on.
I think it's trying to switch to one mode.
All right, what was meteorologist Andy Hill? What's he cooking over here? He's cooking up a y'all watch for Elk, Wilson, and Montgomery counties in Kansas. There's no severe thunderstorm warning in Longton. There's a Timu diet, sugar-free, gluten-free severe thunderstorm warning. But we're saying y'all watch out because there is a storm here producing hail, and it's coming up over Elk Falls right now, and it's going to continue to go up towards Busby. In fact, it'll be in Busby in 20 minutes, bringing that quarter-size hail. It'll be in Coyville in 46 minutes. It'll be in Buffalo in 60 minutes. So y'all watch out. No warning, but one should be coming here soon. Yeah, this thing's about to do another tornado. This thing's about to do another tornado out here in Osage County, Oklahoma. You guys ready?
It's not the hail roar we're looking for. It's higher sound on
the By the way, tomorrow is looking interesting. We've known this for a while. Obviously, but tomorrow looks like it's going to be a big day. How many of you guys are going to be here tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow looks like it's going to be a pretty big day. We'll go over that here in a minute. County in Kansas for another 5 minutes. I think that they're probably going to continue this. They should, I think. They're saying they're in their shelter. That's exactly where you should be. Freddie McKinney, they're saying they're in their shelter. That's exactly where you should be. Freddie McKinney is parked down here, giving us a view of the storm, where we're still coming out of this thing like crazy.
Get it in time?
How many of you guys have watched every day so far of this sequence? Today's day 4 of our severe weather marathon. Tomorrow it will be day 5. I think we might even have a day 6 on Tuesday.
See that one right there?
This is what happens in April, y'all. There's usually a week like this. Sometimes there's 2 or 3 weeks in a row like this. I don't know exactly what we're going to be dealing with this year, but this has definitely been an active week. So that's the storm down here in Kansas. Let's go back down here to the Oklahoma storm. Tornado warning for Osage County. This is what it looks like from Kopik's point of view. Looks pretty grungy. Looks pretty concerning. But we're not scared. We're prepared, right? We do have viewers that are directly in the path of this thing. It's a very, what do you call this, rural area?
Where we drive away from it a little bit.
But certainly we got people out there in the path, especially the closer you get to Bartlesville. And this storm downstream is going to be headed right towards Bartlesville. No scare, be prepared. That's right. You know what? That's so much easier to say. how I'm going to start saying it. No scare. Be prepared.
I can't believe we had two on the ground at the same time again. That is even happening. Clement, do you have a drone in the air? I see a random drone.
Ooh, the tornado sniffer himself's got a good view of the little dangly bit coming out of the storm here. This is the one in Oklahoma again. What's happening right now is the sun's going down. The sun is going down. If you guys didn't know that, it happens every day around this time. And when the sun goes down, you'll get some cooling on the surface. And, you know, 1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100. Like, what happens is the winds start blowing faster in the mid-levels. And that actually adds to the spin that these supercells can take advantage of. So as the sun starts to set, a lot of times, you'll see an increase in the dramatic probabilities. We're also hearing about some heavy structural damage in Sycamore based on first reports. No injuries reported so far. Yeah, every day around this time you'll see the sun will set. The sun will set usually around this time every day. Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah, look, the newsstand. Dude, the newsstand is incredible. Reflectivity. Velocity's catching. Velocity, I can see it.
Once this hail moves out of here a little bit, I'll move north, but I don't want to get stuck in this
big
baseball-sized hail.
Hook on there.
But it looks pretty gnarly
It's
so
a
far.
nasty looking storm as it goes off to the east. Let's check in on our other tornado warnings, though. We still have one in Greene and Polk counties in Missouri. I've got people up here in Bolivar checking in. We're getting heavy rain and lightning. Somebody says sirens are going off, and then we got somebody out here saying it's an amazing lightning show. I would say so. This is also producing a bunch of lightning strikes here. You're probably able to see that in Buffalo right now. If you're in Buffalo, you're not necessarily in the tornado warning. If you wanted to peek outside to get a quick lightning show, now's a good time to do that. But then I'd get the heck inside, because even if you don't get a tornado out of this, you're going to get golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Check this out. Oh, there's the tornado that we just saw. This is the tornado that we just saw in Oklahoma. It was down for like 5 seconds. It did a disappearing act. And then it kind of danced around itself and, all that kind of good stuff. Here's another shot of the Independence, Kansas tornado. Look at this. Thank you, Shane, for sending that in. That's insane. radios in 1,000 households for free today because of you guys, and also because of Midland, the awesome company that makes the radios. Wow, that's insane. Thank you all for helping us help Stella. Let's do it again. Let's keep going, guys. Let's not stop. Once again, about 100,000 people watching, a couple tornado warnings in rural Oklahoma and Kansas. who knows where we can take this thing if we point all this attention and energy in a positive direction. Labette County, Kansas, once again, you're still under a tornado warning. And we're going to continue to be under this tornado warning for another 44 minutes. All right. I do want to come back out here to the Oklahoma one again. The Oklahoma supercell, in my opinion, looks better. I mean, it looks like it's about to produce a tornado faster or sooner than the other one. So we're going to stay kind of locked in on this one. But of course, we haven't forgot about you in Missouri. There is a tornado warning over here for Cedar, Hickory, and Polk counties that goes on for 13 more minutes. And by the way, oh yeah, sorry, I forget that there's more to going on here than just the weather. To wrap up the Y'all Squad, a segment here, you guys have helped us raise over $100,000 so far this week. Our goal right now is 150K. Tomorrow, I do unfortunately think that we are going to have some big tornadoes actually impact a lot of people. And we're going to need this, right? So if you're feeling generous, if you want to be a part of this, you know that we're going to use it wisely here. We're going to stretch your dollar as far as we can go. And feel free to donate to theyallsquad.org. It's our nonprofit organization. The vast majority of what we do, obviously, is we go after the storm and we help people that have been hit by tornadoes in whatever way they need. But of course, I think something that we're going to start doing more is this thing where we show up in these communities before the storm hits and arm them with knowledge and equipment that keeps them safe during the storm for free. Jefferson and Clay counties in Oklahoma and Texas. This is a severe thunderstorm warning that's going to be going on down here for 12 more minutes. This storm looks like it's actually fizzling down, so hopefully that storm doesn't kind of re-fire up here, but it's definitely not anything like the storm that we had last night. Now here in Missouri, we do have a thunderstorm warning for Tuscumbia and Versailles counties. This storm is going over towards Tuscumbia right now with some very strong winds. Very strong winds.
Concerned about this southeast Kansas tornado warning here. There is a supercell just to its southeast, through an inflow of it, that is rotating. There's a little bean down there. It actually had a bending part of the storm, and it is currently being ingested. You can watch it see. You can see that it's just moving due north as it moves into the low pressure center that's in this big supercell to its northwest. As a result, I'm curious to see how this will develop, but usually when we see a pretty strong storm like one to its northwest and just these smaller ones that already have some rotation in them, we could see a dynamic situation come out for them. So I would be watching out in Oswego, Kansas, especially. You guys are at the tail end of the current tornado warning place, but the situation that may evolve as the storm gets to you could be completely different than what we were previously seeing. So again, this could be either the destructive side of things where these two storms interact and then they kind of just fizzle out together, or we could see the construct where the rotation between the two, and that could potentially produce another strong tornado in this area that is favorable for tornadoes and some big storm. So definitely watch out there. And ahead of that tornado into parts of Cherokee County, Kansas, I would definitely have my eyes open and be calling people.
Thank you very much, meteorologist Andy Hill. We are concerned about this storm down here in Kansas, and we do have Freddie on it over there. You can see on the left-hand side whenever he gets back up there. He's got it in sight, so we're going to stay on this as the storm goes off to the east. This storm is moving generally towards the greater Joplin and Carthage area. I don't know what it'll look like by the time it gets to you, but we're watching it. We'll be here for you when it gets there. We do have 2.5-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds coming into Humansville and Hermitage. Somebody out here says watching in Hickory, yep, it's going to get pretty wild out there here soon. But one of the strongest storms that we have right now, or the most interesting storms, I would say, is still this one out here in Oklahoma. This one looks like it's about ready to plot a tornado out here. So we're going to keep an eye on Brandon Kopic's feed as it does that. Another one that is also doing that is over here in Kansas. Okay, so for a look at. And we're going to keep a very close eye on Freddie's feed here to see.
Should be right over there on the left, over that hill.
This one's likely going to be produced a tornado very soon if it's not already. Somewhere between Altamont and
You can
Oswego.
see the lowering on the left over there above that hill.
There are preliminary reports from a fire department that may be able to see a tornado right now. So I take that seriously and assume that there is a tornado that's coming into the town of Altamont. You're under a radar indicated tornado warning. But once again, we've got a fire department that might actually see the tornado right now.
Hey, Ryan, when you have something, let me know.
Let's go back up here around. Oh, this storm's getting huge too.
God damn, that one was close.
This is a live game from around that storm that's out there.
All of us are right now, we're east on, I think it's Highway 99 along. We try to get closer to a lot of these areas, private drive and stuff like that, but we do have a very large lowering, very intense lightning. Nothing on the ground just yet. Probably one of the more impressive wall clouds that I've ever seen in my life, to be honest with you, Ryan. Insane inflow into this thing. It is only it's only a matter of time until it does produce. It is going to produce. I'm just not sure when. It does look pretty imminent. This is one of those structures I've seen in a long time.
Thank you so much, Brad Arnold. Yes, that does look like it's about to produce a tornado here. So we are very concerned about the residents out there in Nanos and Big Heart. Nanos and Big Heart. Tornado come together out there. And again, we've got the fire department out here saying they might see a tornado in Kansas right now as well, near Altamont. If you are anywhere along Highway 160 or 59, out here between Altamont or Oswego, we do have a radar indicated tornado warning. But once again, we've got some people out there saying that they might actually see the tornado down. So we're going to that as a legitimate report and take extra precautions, right? Very strong storm. But the one that looks a little bit more impressive, in my opinion, on radar has got to be the Oklahoma one. Look at this. Classic supercell presentation there. Daggone, well, 1972. Look at that. Well, 1972 with a big time, major $200 super chat. Thank you so much. Everybody say shout out to Well. If you're just now tuning in, we've got a big time area of rotation coming together out here in Osage County. We're up to an 81% on our tornado ID from the WeatherWise system there. Look at this storm from a distance right now. Wow. Now that is a cool view.
Oh,
This is what our
shoot.
supercell that's about to produce a tornado looks like from just a couple miles. That's incredible. Talk about a robust updraft. Watch this. Talk about lightning. right here. It's literally an explosion. You're literally seeing an explosion right here. And it's going to keep going up. It's a big plume of moisture coming in. Once it comes from it's getting stuck in this storm right here. You see all these clouds are going into the storm.
All right, we gotta move.
It's vacuum cleaner and then boom, getting rocketed up into the sky. All that moisture and warm air getting sucked into the storm is meeting with the cool air coming out of the backside of the storm, but it's converted, right? It takes the warm air up, cools it off, turns it into rain and hail, turns it down. That becomes its own machine, and it becomes a tornado. Let's go back to Brad, where the tornado is likely coming down to the ground right now. Dang.
Hold on one second.
That was close to them.
You're out of the ground. We got a cone funnel
I gotta head south because this thing's gonna fucking run right into me.
That's terrible. You can't hear it. Jefferson City near Centertown. I've got a rotation going up towards the so Ashland, Hartsburg, New Bloomfield, Lake Mikeytown, and the town of Columbia up here where the University of Missouri is. You guys are under a tornado warning now. 46 more minutes. Take shelter immediately. The rotation is right back here near Centertown, moving up towards Ashland, the regional airport for Columbia up there, and it might get all the way up there towards Fulton, but it'll take a while before it gets there, okay? That's a tornado warning for County. 105,000 people coming out, and if you know anybody from Columbia, if you have family members or friends up there, call them, let them know what's up. The rotation will hopefully go south of Columbia, but sometimes in storms like this, you'll see an explosion happen, especially whenever it's at the top of the line like this, and then that will actually show the rotation towards the inside of the storm, rather than following the direction of the line. Columbia, y'all take shelter up there. Nothing, super, like this isn't like a major wedge tornado down or anything like that. This could keep being a pretty serious situation. We're gonna go back down here to Kansas. We're gonna do severe new tornado warning for Cherokee County in Kansas. It's gonna be another hour. Probably Columbus as well, near Detroit. But we've got two main areas of rotation out here near east of Cherryville. We've got a couple of reports from some firefighters that potentially see a tornado, but we haven't run anything since then. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is that you're in your safe spot, whether there's a tornado or not. That's the best place to be, and you got to stay there for another hour. And then as some more chasers get closer here, we'll be able to give you a visual. But on the radar right now, the rotation is near Altamont. Then of course we've got a very large severe thunderstorm warning. And 10 miles high down, so get ready for that. Back here in Bates County, Missouri, near Ritchie, that's going up towards Appleton City. You guys need to be ready for some very large hail damage and winds on that.
Oh fuck!
Look at this supercell, dude. It's crazy that this hasn't produced a tornado yet.
Man, that shit was almost blasted me. There's a tornado on the ground just to my fucking right now, so I gotta book it. Oh shit. I gotta book it south because I can't fucking see it. But that rotation is fucking strong.
It's getting dark out, so it's getting hard to see this thing. It's dangerous. But at the end of the day, what's happening right now, we've got a tornado coming down near the Joseph H. Williams Tallgrass Prairie Preserve.
It's lightning out of control.
I got it down right now. It's hard to tell.
Chase our convergence.
Yeah, did you guys hear Brad, by the way, before we switched speeds? He literally yelled, "We gotta go." Brad Arnold says that. It's not good.
It's low, but I can see out my corner. It's not condensing this long.
This is a live view of the developing tornado out here. Near Bartlesville,
So many trees I can't stop and see.
right here. That thing is coming down right here. See so soon. Wouldn't be so sure. That right there. This is now where people live, so we gotta be getting to shelter for them out there already. And also, this is gonna get dangerously close to Bartlesville here in the near future.
There's a hill on the way. There's definitely a fall down there. You'll definitely see a fall in your shot of very well developed. Is that only a shot or is it dragging about a minute or two? Yeah, it's only over 50 high and it's gone out. Still not out yet, but otherwise it's only less than 15
God damn.
seconds behind.
If you're just now tuning in, we're watching the development of a tornado out here to the west of Bartlesville, Oklahoma. It's happening at night. It's hard to see what's going on out here, but we got some of the best storm chasers on Earth giving us views of this thing from cameras, from night vision cameras. We've got all that from drones and everything. So we're trying our best to give you some insight.
All right, let's
as
see
to
if we
what's going on
can.
here. But the overall situation is that if you are anywhere in this polygon, you need to be taking shelter.
Should be right over here.
Rotation is Brad are both kind of like, Brad's driving away. And Corey's location is, he's down the road there on Highway 99. He's south of Nano. And he's got the best vantage point to see this thing, come down from the top.
I don't know what that is. I don't think something's down there.
I've got the drone out. Can't confirm anything down. Just looks like a flat wall cloud right now. It's not as well developed either as it was like this guy.
If this does sustain a tornado, it's going to cross over Highway 99 between Big Heart and Nanos. Man, is this creepy or what? I don't know what it is about these storms tonight, but they're just like, they've got big time
It's crazy.
spooky vibes. look at the motion. And this thing's still rotating. It's still trying very hard to produce a tornado. And it's going to come out of that big lower end right there at some point. Again, we got a little bit of a hill there, so it makes it hard to see what's going on, but that whole thing is rotating. See, you can actually kind of discern a little bit of an RFD cut right here. So there's your RFD cut. There's the actual hook right there. The tornado is going to try to come down right here. And I've got people in chat that are concerned about Columbia, Missouri. Obviously, that's where a lot of people are right now. If you are in Columbia, Missouri, we're keeping an eye on you. I promise we'll let you know if there's any changes. Right now, you're still under a tornado warning. It's going to go for 37 more minutes. Okay,
Go get him, Power Stroke.
37 more minutes. My interpretation of the radar is that the worst of the storm is to your south near Hartsburg and Ashland.
Ooh, I got struck.
Doesn't mean that you're out of the woods, but there's no emergency or anything like that happening in Columbia right now. Just stay in your safe spots for 37 more minutes.
I don't want to be on the north side.
And Columbia is under a tornado warning. That's why the sirens are going off right now. So really, this is the best shot that we've got of the storm right now from Corey Gherkin's perspective. If we're going to see the tornado, it's going to happen right here. This is specifically the storm that is in Oklahoma. There's another pretty nasty storm over there in Kansas that also has a tornado warning on it for Altamont and Oswego. You guys need to be sheltered as well.
Thing needs to die.
Meteorologist Andy Hill is watching a new storm that's popped up for Neo-Deshay, and that's moving down towards Brooks and Moorhead.
Fantastic.
All right, let's go check in on this other warning that just came in. We just got a tornado warning for Dallas, Polk, and Webster counties. That's going to go on for 50 more minutes. It's the area south of Buffalo in Missouri. You guys got to take shelter for 50 minutes. The rotation is down here near Pleasant Hope, moving off to the east. Lebanon, this might come towards you, but it'll be a while before it gets there. It'll be a while before it gets there. And here's an update on Columbia. Oh my gosh. Everybody from Columbia is checking in. I'm so sorry, guys. The reason why we're not hyper-focused on Columbia right now is because, I'm just going to be honest with you, this storm doesn't look like it's going to be too bad for Columbia. If this thing starts tightening up and we see the inclusion of the rotation coming up towards Columbia, then we'll change our tune a little bit. But right now, the advice is stay indoors, get to your safe spot, be there for about 30 more minutes, and you'll be fine. Sirens are going off. I know that's scary. But I think we're going to be fine down here. The storms down to your south in Oklahoma and Kansas look a little bit more spicy, unfortunately for them. We do have a very strong, area of rotation going through Oswego right now, going up into the West Mineral area, and then eventually Columbus out here. So all these storms are closing in on the greater Joplin area. We're watching you guys too. Nothing to worry about right now, but the storms will get closer, and we'll let you know what that means as they do. Right now, it just means just keep watching. Keep watching out. They'll be there in a couple hours. We don't know what they'll look like when they get there. It could still have tornado warnings. It could be more of a wind threat. But by the way, we're still watching this area south of Neo-Deshay with some rotation that could spark another tornado warning here soon. And then Bartlesville, this is the storm that we've been talking about the most. This is what your storm looks like right now. I think I see another funnel.
Ryan.
This is the storm that's coming down towards Bartlesville and Dewey right now.
It's down.
We've got a tornado down. It's visible right now. The exact location of that is literally right on top of Highway 4151. It's about to cross over onto Highway 99 just south of Big Heart. Tornado down. I wonder if anybody else has got it too. I think it's just Corey that's got a good shot of it anyways.
Shit, I'm on Highway 99.
We've got a grainy but persistent view of a tornado down here near Nanos. All right, so this is going to continue to go over towards the area between Big Heart and Nanos. It's going to cross Highway 99, which is pretty much where the storm chasers just were. And if it persists, it's going to eventually go down there towards the greater Bartlesville area. It's kind of paralleling Highway 60.
Where are you looking at it from, there, Scott?
It's back there in the occlusion. There's that north road that goes north out of a split. I don't know the name of the road, but it's in the occlusion back here.
Not be able to see this if it wasn't for the
Right behind
the night vision capabilities of Corey's camera here.
to the road, but it's even.
So like you if you were to go outside, you're not going to see this with your eyes.
Back on the highway right now, it's circus.
If you're in Bartlesville, I know there's a bunch of people in Bartlesville that's going out on the back porch.
I'll flip around when I get the chance.
There's no point. Just get to shelter.
I came north to try to see it. Now I can't turn around. I wish you would have said to me, I'm trying to get down here now.
Hey Ryan, why do some storm chasers say it's a violent tornado? Aren't all tornadoes violent? Not really. I guess it's about how you define violent, but some tornadoes are weak.
All these
They can still do damage that you would probably consider violent, but yeah.
Man, I'd like to get out of here.
All right, so we're going to continue to track this tornadic circulation over Highway 99. It's about to go over Jordan's spot, but thankfully he's moving now. Pretty much right here where Jordan is where the tornado is about to be.
It's an illusion. It has not crossed the highway that goes north.
By the way, up here in Missouri, our friends in Columbia, you guys are still under a tornado warning, but the rotation is well to your south. It's south Ashland right now. It's going to go up towards Fulton and Kingdom City more so than Columbia, but Columbia stayed in your safe spots for about 20 more minutes. You are going to get some thunder, some lightning, some heavy rain, but that's about the worst of it. Why can't I see Brad and the Storm Chasers in WeatherWise? You don't need to. No, it's free. If you have the WeatherWise app, you can see all the Storm Chasers for free. You just got to go into the app and enable them. You got to hit the hamburger menu and turn on Storm Chasers. That's all you got to do.
so I can see what they're doing.
Here's a visual for you guys in Columbia. You see the spinny thing right here? That's your rotation. You see Columbia, you guys are way up here. So I think that we're going to come out of this just fine. Will this be the last storm of the night? I don't necessarily think so. So you certainly shouldn't let your guard down after this goes by, but I think that you'll have a good quiet period after this. We're not in Kansas anymore. I want to fly. No, you don't. Plumb south of us. That's what I'm saying. It's plumb south of you. They just wanted to make y'all feel included. They had to put the polygon. They had to make sure they wrapped up Columbia there. No, it was a good precautionary warning because the occlusion could have happened here and that rotation could have very easily went up Highway 63 there to Columbia. It would have been a lot worse if it happened and they didn't put you in the All right, let's go back down to our tornado warning in Oklahoma. We still got a tight area of rotation right here. We still got a storm chaser right in front of it. And let's see if Corey Gherkin or anybody.
Yeah, right there.
Brad Arnold's. Dude, is this summer camp? Got a lot of chasers out there. All right. So we've got the rotations crossing over Highway 99 now. Getting some reports out there of this storm potentially being down on the ground. Of course, this thing's been down on the ground multiple times, so like the safest thing to do right now. sitting at the truck stop with my dog. How's it looking for Bentonville, Arkansas later? There's going to be some storms later. They'll likely be weaker by the time they get there, but definitely going to be some storms later. That's about all I can say. You are under a tornado watch for another 3 hours. Right now, there's not necessarily a storm that's within 3 hours of Bentonville, so that's good. Topic is saying this thing is getting a lot more attention. I agree. I'm looking at it on the KINX radar here, and you can see that inflow area is really starting to clear out there a little bit. I don't see the storm chasers on the WeatherWise. Are you serious? Here, let me pull up the thing. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is what it looks like. Right? Looks like it's radar. Okay, so come down here, hit this, and see the yellow thing that says storm chasers? Make sure it's checked. Boom. Now zoom in. Wow, look at all the storm chasers. Zoom very far in. You can see the real time movement. That's exactly what we are all the time. This is right now.
There's the Dow.
Tornado warning, by the way, continues down here in Dallas, Polk, and Webster counties for the town of Buffalo. You guys are about to get hit by some big time hail. You're not actually technically in the tornado warning, but the siren will stay sheltered for another 39 minutes. Somebody out here says, how much danger are we in? You are in some danger. Okay, you're under a tornado. You're in less danger as long as you're indoors. You're in a lot less danger as long as you're
Cummins.
in your home, right? You're away from windows, and we're lowering the amount of danger that we're in. Right? The more barricaded you are. So just do that. You'll be fine. In my opinion, right now, the worst part about it is going to be the hail. You're going to get a lot of hail, and it's going to be windy. It's going to be loud, and you'll be able to come out, and everything will be fine, hopefully, as long as you're in that safe spot. Let's go back over here to Kansas. But we still have that tornado warning. There's a big area of rotation here south of Christmas. It's coming down toward Oswego and West Mineral. For 8 minutes, stay sheltered. Let's go back to Gherkin. This storm right here in Oklahoma still looks storm-like. This is the most organized storm by far.
It's really rotating here.
Bills, it says, WeatherWise Pro is plumb wild. I love it. I know. It's crazy that it exists. I'm so happy about it. Thank you. Ryan, help crowdfund Gen 3 night vision for chasers. How did we get Gen 3 night vision? I mean, is that something you got a crowdfund for? Is it like $1 million or something? stay in that safe spot just in case, because we are going to respect the polygon. Okay? And then I think you'll be just fine. 22 minutes. 22 minutes. Can we do 22 minutes, guys? Can we do it? Am I that bad to hang out with? Can he stay in shelter for 22 minutes? Come on now. Our storm that we're watching here up near Bartlesville is technically going towards the northeast side of Tulsa, but it won't get as far south as like Claremore and Owasso. We're more talking about like Bushy Head, Adair, maybe Chelsea and Venta, if that counts as the northeast side of Tulsa. But no, Tulsa doesn't really have anything to worry about unless there's a new cell that pops up to the west.
There is a type of
It's crazy how many storm chasers there are on this road right now. If you live around here, you've literally got a storm chaser parade going down this road. See all these little green dots inching by? What settings do you have your map on? So I've got, you know, all custom map colors and custom polygon colors and stuff. If you get a plus subscription or otherwise, you can hit y'all mode and it automatically makes your map look like mine. That's not necessary, obviously, but it is something that you can do. If you like the way mine's set up, there's just one button to do it. This storm is still the one that looks the most interesting to me, yeah. It's gonna try again. It is definitely gonna try again. By the way, we got a new severe thunderstorm watch. Brand new severe thunderstorm watch. Oh, don't want you to miss your emotes. I'm in the way, sorry. Brand new severe thunderstorm watch out here for a big portion of Kansas and western Missouri. Okay, so new storms are about to form out here around the Hutchinson area up towards Salina, Hayes, Great Bend. We're going to move over towards Topeka, Kansas City later tonight. And that's going to be where we have severe thunderstorms over the next 7 hours. How are we doing, Kansas City? A lot of people are asking for an update on Joplin. There's really nothing to update you on. There's no... there's nothing nearby other than the stuff that we're watching, you know, coming out of Kansas here. As that gets closer, I'll give you more updates. But as of right now, it's actually really not that close. You're probably hearing the thunder. You're seeing the lightning. That's what we're dealing with for the next hour or two. Then, once we get a little bit more movement on these storms, I'll let you know some more information. There's a good chance that these storms could dissipate before they get there. There's a chance that they could turn into more of a line of storms, and they could be more of a wind problem. There's a chance that they couldn't maintain their supercellular characteristics, and we have a little bit of a tornado problem. That's why we're under a tornado watch in Joplin, okay? So I will let you know what's going on with those storms as they get closer. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, I just issued a large flash flood yellow watch here for the Parsons, Kansas area / Tri-Cities, as the airport is named. I mean, literally just watch back this move right over Parsons, Kansas, just in place, and had new development behind them, and I think that we're going to continue to see extremely heavy rain here. Updrafts here for, I don't know, maybe at least 45 minutes to an hour in some of these parts that are getting heavily rained on and hailed on right now. So this is quite concerning from a flood angle, in addition to situations that are going into the storm being relatively stationary. I know the radar doesn't look perfect, rotation signatures are legitimate, and that this is kind of what happens with some of these storms in a nighttime scenario, especially when we're looking about 6,500 feet above the surface from our closest radar site. So definitely watching out for multiple different concerning things coming from the storm, the flash flood, the severe, and also some stationary areas of rotation. I think we should see flash flood warnings for that. Would be a good idea. And one more request for if we have anyone watching, if the National Weather Service Springfield radar could be put into sales mode, that would be very useful. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. So we just gave out an update for Joppa. Hopefully that was good. I do want to, continue to cover our tornado warning storms here. There is a concerning area of rotation kind of rebuilding down here south of Parsons. This is, obviously a flash flood situation that's developing here, but we still have tornadic attributes to the storm as well. Y'all watch out near Garvin. We do have a tornado ID signature right here. About 50%. So that area of rotation right there, you got to watch that. It does coincide with the base of the storm, and it could be producing a new tornado here. So that's why we're under a tornado warning right now. Well, it's actually just not expired. So we'll see if they issue new. They probably will if that continues to show up like that. They did also issue the flash flood warning, so just Andy nailed it. It is a considerable flash flood warning. Flash flooding in the building. Rain is on the way. Let's check in on the tornado over here just a little bit. So this thing is the super cell that it's still not wrapping up completely to where it is a tornado. It's somewhat rotation right now. So we'll see if it gets tighter. These storm chasers are going to get right now. Prepare for the storm chaser tornado. They are coming. If you're on the Zilly and get on top of the buildings, look out for this. Like you just see the headlights just all the way down. Highway 60. The whole gag on this storm chaser. I hear in Missouri, we got a strong storm coming towards Lebanon, and it is currently tornado watch. Is there some rotation down here south of Buffalo? That is going to come off Lebanon. It says, how's the storm tracking through Lebanon? I mean, I disagree. That's going to be, as far as the direction that it's going, it's going right toward you. And it's definitely going right toward you. It's going to continue. It's out. Columbia, by the way, you're not looking for a tornado warning. A tornado warning here at Kansas City. You guys got blips. Got blips popping up all over Kansas City. You guys seeing these things? Is it from baseball field? Is it
Whoa. Crazy lightning.
Kansas City going to have blips popping up right now. It's going to be strong. It's going to start to push the tornado. So we're going to keep an eye on these as nothing severe. Somebody says I'm a little nervy. Okay, don't be nervy. Kansas, and now there is. All right, so take shelter in Oswego. This rotation is actually quite concerning, I would say. This little cleared out slot right here and the rotation that's come together near Garvin, I would definitely be taking shelter if I'm in Stover, Garvin, Montana, or Oswego in Kansas. So yeah, this is probably, in my opinion, the most concerning area of rotation that we have right now. It's a little contaminated. A lot of people will write it off because of that, but this is definitely the real deal here. You can tell by the way reflectivity looks. Hey, Bezo, thanks for the super chat. Big weather nerd, watching from France, of course. I'm not impacted by these storms. I love tornadoes, but only when they're forming over big plains. I know you're helping a lot of people, so I want to help however I can. Hope this helps. Thank you, Bezo. Thank you for tuning in. If you're tuning in, first of all, thank you for the super chat. Nobody, you don't have to do that. If you're just tuning in, you're helping.
Pull over here for a second.
Freddie has not come into contact with any cows today. Yeah.
The rotation in my north right now.
Curious to know what my dad saw. He saw the tornadoes at all. Oh my gosh, Dan. Jen, we gotta take away AI from you. This is getting out of hand.
No chat GPT for Jen anymore.
Can you repeat how to turn on the spotters in weather-wise? I'm in Lawton, Oklahoma. You just looking for the yellow circle with the 3 lines on it. Click that. Look for storm chasers with the yellow icon and click that. And now they're on.
Dewey, Oklahoma.
Rotation on our storm coming into Bartlesville has let up a little bit. Hopefully that trend continues. Rotation has not let up at all on this storm over here in coming into Oswego. You guys need to be definitely in your safe spot out here for at least the next 19 minutes. Storms are moving towards Joplin. We will let you know if there's any, thing that you need to do right now. There's no warnings or anything for Joplin, but I do imagine that some sort of warning will be coming soon. So we'll let you know as soon as that happens.
Uh-oh. Not Joplin.
Tornado warning does continue for Dallas County in Missouri for 19 more minutes. We've got some rotation here south of Buffalo coming right up towards my viewer, who says, thank you, Ryan, for keeping us informed. No problem. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to keep you informed. We take this very seriously, and we're honored to be on your phone screens, your television screens, whatever it is. Severe thunderstorm is going to come over to Columbus in Kansas as well and bring about 2-inch hail. Let me zoom out. Do you see your dot? The emo's just such a good idea. Do you see your dot? We do have a bunch of people chiming in right now from Missouri. Most people are watching from Missouri, then Kansas, then Oklahoma, then Illinois, then Arkansas. If you want to put your dot Lines app, download the free Weather Runs app, go into yellow mode, and then share your location with Ryan. We currently have about 1,000 people sharing their location right now. Look at the dots. There we go. I gotta zoom back in here a moment. But it's always fun to watch the dots pile up. Yeah, the elements and the like to build stuff definitely give life to them. Let's go down to the Kansas tornado right now, where this is the one that we've been most concerned about. And now I think we're hearing on the scanner that there might actually be some power flashes. Northwest of Oswego. Okay, so there is potentially a tornado down here near Oswego right now. So we might get an upgrade on this morning. We do have a weather spotter for a funnel cloud, but we might actually get an upgrade to a confirmed tornado warning here soon. Very, very dangerous storm. I'm trying to scan it. Alright, I'm going to zoom back out here once again. If you are just we are an outbreak of severe weather right now across portions of Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri. We're not talking, a lot of people are over here in Tennessee, Kentucky, and a lot of people are over here around St. Louis and Illinois. We're not talking about you today, but we'll be talking a lot about you tomorrow. We will be talking a whole lot about you tomorrow, okay? Coming back in here to the Dallas County, Missouri area, we do have a tornado warning for this storm. I'm talking to my friends in Lebanon right now. The storm looks like it's kind of weakening. So hopefully that continues to happen. I think you'll definitely get a severe storm in Lebanon, but I'm not sure that you'll get anything more than that. I could be wrong. Let's hope I'm not. But I'll keep you updated as the storm gets closer, okay? We're now over 3,000 people checking in on the WeatherWise app. Check it out. Let's go check back in on our other tornado warning in Osage County